So today's video is continuing off of yesterday's. Yesterday we talked a lot about baseball in America and Japan, and how sports can connect the world and video games can do so as well. And I figured since baseball is like a really big theme in today's video, let's buy that baseball Trundle skin. Doing so actually put me in debt to Riot. There was some sort of visual glitch that said I had negative RP, and I guess I gotta pay my debts now. But it actually kind of reminded me something about Trundle that kind of makes me a little bit sad. Which is, I used to really like this champion, but I don't really like him ever since the rework. Like, he was a champion that I would play top lane all the time, like when Rain Man popularized him as a top lane pick, and I thought he was the funnest thing in the world. But when they reworked him, they kind of reworked his Q in a way that I didn't like. One of the reasons I liked playing him was because he felt very, very quick with all his animations, with his auto attack, and with everything. Like, that's one of the things I like about Aurelia and a lot of the champions that I play, is I like champions that feel very smooth. They feel very nice to use. If their abilities feel nice to use, if they feel fun to physically play, then I'll enjoy them. Oh my goodness, the plays! If he lives, that's gonna be amazing. Oh my goodness, the best Varus I have ever seen. But anyway, when they reworked Trundle, I didn't really like the rework in the sense that it kind of messed with his animations. I feel like his Q didn't, like, you see how when you use your Q now, it takes like a second for Trundle to go, ah. Like when he's auto-attacking something, he opens his mouth and then he closes it. Like it's like a second longer than it, or half a second longer than it normally was beforehand. Like that. That's something that kind of bothered me about the champion, and one of the reasons why I stopped playing him, even though I thought he was still pretty good top lane. Now that I sort of forced myself to play him for making that video, I'm getting the hang of him a little bit again. Maybe I just sort of forgotten how nice his animations were before. But that's a really big part of playing a champion to me, right? That's one of the things that really gets me into a champion, and one of the things that kind of encourages me to play a champion over and over. A lot of people always seem to ask me, how do I play Aurelia over and over, right? How do I force myself to play a champion over and over without getting bored of them while still having fun? Or what is it that entices me to pick up a champion, as if a champion's released that's for my role, or this or that or whatever? And honestly, it's not really any of that. It's just about if the champion feels fun for me to play. I made that video talking a little bit about how I never really played Dota, because Dota doesn't feel fun for me to play since they have the whole, you know, whatever it is, that whole turn rate system. When looking at a champion and someone that like decides if they want to main a champion, a lot of people try and look at the wrong things. I feel like they look at, is this a champion that goes with my role? Is this a champion that I would do well with? Are they OP right now? Are they a champion that has like a cool design that I think is really cool and badass and they look cool? But in the end, I don't look at any of that. I just think, is the champion physically fun for me to play? Does it give me joy to use this champion's abilities and all that kind of stuff? I'd suggest you guys do a similar thing when you're looking for a champion to main, or a champion that you want to play, or whatever it is. Because if you can really find a champion that you enjoy playing, then you will never get tired of them. People always say, how do you not get tired with Aurelia after playing her for however long? That's just because I enjoy playing her physically. I don't think that I will ever get tired of her, as long as Riot doesn't like rework her to make her abilities more clunky. For me, League of Legends might be a competitive thing. I might get in for competitive reasons and start playing for competitive reasons, and there might be all sorts of competitive elements to the game that get me playing, keep me playing, and that everyone plays for. But I always try and make sure, you know, this is a video game first and a competitive thing second. Let's make sure we have fun before we worry too much about being pro or about doing the best possible strategy. Anyway, though, I'm just an Aurelia, Jax, Gnar, 3-trick pony or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Not even close, baby. Shit, I can't copy Donkey. I don't want him to 1v1 me again. Anyway, though, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching today's video. I will, of course, see you all tomorrow with a very special video, but until then, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.